Watson.
Yeah, so John Watson the network came to me and asked me if I wanted to do it. They said if I do it, they would greenlight the show. So I read the script, met with the showrunner, and they greenlit the show. And Tika Sumpter's on the show. She'll be on the show next year. Do y'all like Tika Sumpter? Figure it out.
What I like about Watson is that some of those storylines I read are true.
All of the medicine, all those weird medical cases on the show are true. They've been vetted by many doctors, so nothing's made up on the show.
Okay, so how hard was it to get all that medical jargon down? Because you said it so seamlessly.
I'm still trying to figure it out because literally I go over that stuff so much. By the time I'm finished with the scene, I'm on to the next scene. It's already out. It's already gone.
Now talk to me about other projects that you have going on. I know BET streaming. You have a
So we got a couple of projects going on. So I just finished another season of Reasonable Doubt. So y'all check that out. That's coming down. And then and I'm about to go. Oh wow, I like this show. Wow, look at this shirt. Oh, I would definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. So a couple years ago, I did a show on BET Plus called DR from Detroit. That's coming back. Y'all check out that show? Plus, I'm coming back on that show as well.
When it comes to Washington for that show.
Yes.
Who was it?
You know what? It's really good. Carrie, she called me. She said, "Hey, I'm doing this show." I said, "Yeah, I know your show, Carrie." She said, "Interview." So I said, "I know who you are," and she's very sweet, very humble. But what I love about working on that show in particular is that they make an effort to not only hire minorities but female. So, of course, Carrie is a black female producer on the show. The showrunner, the head writer, the person running the whole show is a black female. We have a black female lead. Our first AD is black female. So they do a great job of hiring and employing minorities and women.
You have about 30 years of experience under your belts. And my question is, for folks who are watching out here, you can be an inspiration for them. What is your message to young folks who are actually any age that want to get into your career fields? Because I think the hustle isn't there like it used to be. The hustle is not there like it used to be. And you've been working for a while here doing things.
Right. No, I mean, the hustle is definitely different now. But in my opinion, what I believe that's helped me out throughout my career is something that I think is relevant to all careers. The one thing that I always do, I treat everybody with respect. When I go on the movie set, the person from the lowest person on the movie set to the highest person on the movie set, I treat everybody with respect. And to me, that's just gotten me further. I'm not doing it, it's not a strategy, that's just who I am. But when I reflect back on my career, it's carried me a long way because, especially, being in the industry as long as I've been in the industry, I've seen people who, when I first come on set, they're a PA, and then all of a sudden they go from being a PA to running the studio, and so, but what I try to do, just all throughout my life, I try to treat everybody with respect.
Are you tired of people when they see you saying Ricky?
No, you know what? No. Y'all want to say okay? 1, 2, 3. The reason why I don't get tired of hearing that is because I don't forget, what it was like when I was first starting out. Before I got that role, I was just begging for them to hire me. I was like, somebody just please hire me. Let me get a job so I can get another job and try to make a career of it. And so it just so happened that one of my first roles that people saw me in was that movie. And it was just such a special time for all of us actors, but me in particular, because it was my first job working with John Singleton, and it was a huge hit. And so I'll never get tired of it. I appreciate it. I'm glad the role affected people.
Time too. I recently went back and watched it in preparation for this because I wanted to see it again. Right. And what role stuck out to me then was the mom who was crying over and yelling out. And as a mom, I was like, this hits different now.
Yeah, well, here's the crazy part about that is it's still very relevant to this day. When you think of a lot of the themes in the movie, they're still very relevant to this day in terms of with law enforcement, father, divorce homes, all those themes are still relevant to certain people today. So I think that's why it still resonates.
Okay, now.